The shield and everything with that?
I'm not going to have you guys do Camp Coventry, but I'm going to show you because it will most definitely be on your ART. Okay? I know that they do love their Camp Coventry questions. I'm serious.
3 views, right, on that one? Or 3 positions you can give.
My knee is not an armrest, how dare you.
I mean, there's different variations, but I'm going to show you guys one particular one.
On the shielding on this, how do you shield with like sunrise and
personally, I think the shielding is stupid in these views, because what's going to happen is if you have your knee up and your plate's here, what about all this area? You're not going to be able to shield it really. And then also there's internal scatter.
Sure.
And then how powerful is the beam that it's coming all the way up here? It's not very likely.
So on this one
you should just throw
for
an apron
practicum
over
purposes.
Practicum purposes, you're just going to throw a shield over the stomach.
Okay.
But I really don't see that benefiting a patient.
Great.
So if we were to not do it in practicum, we'll get points docked?
Yeah. I mean, it won't be a lot, but I will have to dock points just because that's still what your clinical sites expect. So if they hear I'm not testing you on it, I don't want to deal with those phone calls. So it's more of that than me thinking
over stomach for all of them.
Yeah. And you can just have them hold the shield, or you can just show me that you would shield. As long as you at least show me and then you put it down, I'm okay with that. Okay? Alright. So Jessica, I'm going to have you sit up. I'm going to show them, I'm going to use this. The merchant view. Here, let me bring this up.
Merchant. Getting very creative.
So normally you use a merchant board.
We're selling x-rays. Yeah.
Forward. You're going to bring your legs down. And then you're going to be bending your knee. I'm going to be lowering this. So, Crystal.
X-ray bender.
Careful, I don't want to.
Instead of airbender, X-ray bender.
Okay. And then you do need to make sure that there's enough room where your patient can bend their knee. If you push the table back too much and it's all flush, they're not going to have any room to bend their knee back. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to have you bend just your left knee back. Perfect. And you can rest your shin on the board.
You want to get in closer?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm maxed out, so I'm working with what I've got. And then I'm just going to push this over. Okay. And that's how you would do that picture. We do have a merchant board, but it's constantly falling apart. I know Kaiser Fontana uses the merchant board, and you would bring the SID down here. Just
So your CR is where, sir?
it's just below or above, I guess, above where your patellofemoral joint space is.
We're moving it to 40 SID.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be 40.
It's kind of like a reverse sunrise.
Yeah, the nice thing about the merchant board, I'm going to show you guys, is it's a device that holds the plate right here, so it's a lot closer to the anatomy, so you don't get all of this OID. Because look at how magnified this picture is going to be.
Yeah, stream again.
Right. So that's where the merchant board would come into handy, and it's an angled board. And then what you would do is you just match the tube to the angulation of your cassette, like that, and that would be your merchant. But unfortunately, our merchant board here is broken, and I don't want to deal with having to like hold it together.
So no angle.
Look, if you would just match the plate. I would just write to match the plate. Okay.
Since that merchant board you said is that angle, you would angle it to match that.
Here, I'll go get it so I can show you. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys in lecture.
Yeah.
I think that'll be easier because then I have everyone together. Because I didn't show the last class. And then Jessica, I'm gonna have you go prone on the table if you want to maneuver yourself. I know.